Hello everyone, welcome to Books and Banter, your Medina Library's video blog as to what the experts are reading. I'm your host, Eric Lucius, coming to you from the teen room, and I'm thrilled to have our children's expert, Daphne, here today. It's going to be a special children's edition, so a little bit different for Books and Banter, but I'm always trying to bring you some new stuff. So, real quick though, a couple adult books I just want to mention because they're new or going to be they're coming out soon. Some good stuff that you want to get your hands on. Two of them, S.J. Bolton's Lost and Alafair Burke's If You Were Here. Not super huge authors, but very popular folks yet. There's going to be a lot of buzz, a lot of good reviews. Most of the major newspapers have reviewed them. S.J. Bolton, a little bit of a grisly mystery thriller. The Alafair Burke book, daughter of James Lee Burke, more of a puzzling mystery type thriller. Both of them are getting good reviews for their characterization, their plot, all that good stuff. So check these out. And one that hasn't even hit the shelves yet, it'll be coming out in July. It's the Random House author's premiere book, Logie McGass, Kiss Me First. Another psychological kind of dark thriller. The dark theme, horrible for children's episode. Maybe not the best book choices, but they were all very good books. As for a wine pairing, staycation. Staycation's all the rage. Staying here in Ohio. I'm going to stay here in Ohio with the wines too. The 2012 Ohio vintage is coming out, and it is absolutely wonderful. One of the best vintages, if not the best, ever in Ohio. I had a chance a couple weeks ago to tour some of the local vintages, like local wineries, taste some of the new stuff. New grapes, Gruner Veltier is a new one I just had yesterday. A new grape they're trying to grow in Ohio is absolutely wonderful. Wolf Creek is doing some great wines with the Summit County appellation listed, so some really good local stuff. So go out there, stay home this summer, staycation, go with your Ohio wines. Okay, I'm going to turn it over to Daphne now, and we have some wonderful children's books, some great summer reads, so it's all yours.
And while you're staying home, I have some books that I'm going to share with you. It's always hard for me to bring just a few books because we have a lot of great books down in the children's department. So I brought about 3 that we'll try to get through today. The first one that I've been recommending a lot is called The One and Only Ivan, and it's by Catherine Applegate. It actually happens to be the 2013 Newbery winner this year. Ivan is an easygoing gorilla that lives at the Big Top Mall and Video Arcade. Ivan loves TV, and he loves his friends Stella the elephant and Bob the stray dog. But what he loves most is to draw. Ivan has lived at the mall for 27 years. He barely misses his life in the jungle until one day a baby elephant shows up and then everything changes. This is a really good family book. It's a really good book to read together. It's a fiction book, so it's made up, but it was inspirational from a real gorilla named Ivan that lived at it was at Zoo Atlanta. So it's kind of a cool book. It's written in the perspective of Ivan, so it's got really cute short chapters. He does talk about bananas a lot, and it'd be a good book to read together as a family. If you're looking for other books that are written in the point of view of an animal, there are things like In the Dog's Life. Mercy Watson series is really a cute series. Bad Kitty has been very popular. We can't keep it on the shelf. So there's lots of other ones. So come in if you think you're interested in this one, and we'll fix you up with it. Another one, we went out and did school visits just a little bit ago. We talked a lot with the kids about books, and this one is called The Sisters Grimm, the fairy tale detective series. I like series because if kids find one book they like, then sometimes there's more to go along with it. And this one is there are 8, actually 9. The newest one just came out, 9 in the series. When Daphne and Sabrina Grimm go to stay with their Granny Relda, a magical adventure begins as they meet up with some very, very interesting characters in Fairyport Landing. This book it's cute. It's got a little mystery. It's humor. A lot of fairy tales and familiar names, but all with a twist. So it's kind of cute. And you'll find like Prince Charming, Jack the Giant Killer, and the 3 Little Pigs. I always tell kids when they get this book, if you're in the middle of this book, reserve the second one, because when you get to the end, you're going to want to know what happens next. So it's a really good, fun read. Probably 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. Another good book you could read with the family. So girls, boys. My 3rd one, sometimes I like to show new books, and this book is not a new book. It's an old series. It's been around a while. But when we get kids in the summer, we always tell kids that they should find fun stuff to read in the summer. And this is one of my favorite books to recommend. It's Hank Zipser by Henry Winkler, which when I say that to the kids,
It's the Fonz, right?
it is.
It's the Fonz.
I don't get that. They're just like, but the parents, the grandparents, the teachers, they all get that. So in this series, Hank Zipser is in 4th grade. He's really having a hard time at school. he especially has a hard time with reading and spelling and writing. He's a good kid, but he struggles with those things. And he never gets to class on time, and he's on the radar of the principal and the teacher, so that's what gets him in trouble. And in this book, the first assignment, he has to write a report of what he did over summer vacation, and that's like really hard for him. So he's very clever, just like lots of kids. They might have a strength at one thing and not another. He is really creative, so he's going to come up with a project, and he is going to create bag of rolls. And it's a fun book. There's lots of humor, but this book teaches everybody about compassion, diversity, about friendship. There's a bully in here that he has to learn to deal with, so that's kind of fun. There are 17 books in this series.
All by Henry Winkler?
All by Henry Winkler.
Where do you find the time to do that?
I'm not sure.
He's in The Waterboy and he's the Fonz, and he's written 17 books.
And he actually has a new series out called Ghost Buddies that's coming out.
Oh.
I think he's on his 3rd book. So
Okay.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Girls, boys, even though the main character's a boy, but it's a really good recommended read.
Very good.
All these books, I want to talk about my Bee Readers Book Club. Anyone going into 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade can come and join us. I actually brought you a button that you
For
can
me?
have for you.
Awesome.
So the kids can come and talk to you about the books that they're reading. We try and meet about every other month, but what I really like is for the kids to come and talk to us about what they're reading. We get so many new books in that we can never get through all of them, so it's really nice when the kids come up and say, hey, Miss Daphne, have you read this book? And if not, but now I can recommend it to other kids because I know that they're telling me what it's all about. I wanted to end with one more. This is a picture book. We have some wonderful picture books in the children's department. And they're not always just for little kids. They're actually pretty hard. Like, they're not what I would call a first reader. So someone that's struggling to read would have a hard time reading them. But a lot of times they have a really great story that goes along with them. And this one is called The Fantastic Flying Books of Mr. Morris Lesmore. Have you read it yet?
No, I haven't.
I recommend this one. It was an Academy Award-winning short film, so you can read the book, you can also watch the film. It's a true life story. Morris Lesmore loved words. He loved stories, and he loved books. And true to life, every story has its ups and downs. So one day, a big windstorm comes along, and all of Morris Lesmore's books and everything about him blows away, and he has to start again. And so it's how he starts again and what happens and who he meets along the way. And it's all in pictures, so it's wonderful, and this would be a great home.
Very good. Very good. Very good. The Lushai children are big fans of dragons. Love tacos. You know, down. Love that one. Love that one. They love dragons. They love tacos. It works out well.
Very good.
Usually, if you're following the show, which you should be, we usually have wine pairings. But of course, we're with kids' books. So we're going with the non-alcoholic wine pairings. Grape juice. Lots of grapes grow really well here in Ohio that they make wonderful juice out of. Most of the wineries will make it. The wineries around Ohio are very kid-friendly. You can take your children there. My children have played with the dogs, the cats, the various pets they've had. They pick blackberries with the wine owners, and they get the grape juice, like fresh pressed grape juice. Niagara, Catawba, Cayuga, Vidal Blanc. All of these are grown right here native in Ohio, and they'll make fresh grape juice out of it. It's not just the super sweet stuff you get from Welch's, the Concord grape juice, and we do a lot of that in Ohio as well. But there's a lot of other grape juices. So again, staycation, go out, visit some wineries, take the kids. They have big, wonderful spaces where the kids run around with them, and just to kind of see, working farms and different type of things. It's really cool. Okay, well, thank you, Daphne, for being on the show. As always, you can check me out on Twitter, books_banter guy. I'm there talking about tweeting about what I'm reading, the wines I'm getting into, all that good stuff. Email me, get a hold of me somehow, let me know what you think. That's it. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you in the stacks.